Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play No Man's Sky Permadeath. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 5. We're on this much better world than the one we had in our previous Permadeath playthrough. There is base computer archives are ready for us. We don't have the prettiest looking base yet, but we'll get there. The repeating of the 16 emergency broadcast is detected. The traveler finds their wings. They fly towards us as they must. You will find us when the time is right. Sounds like my cat and the food bowl. The base computer interrupted its own archive retrieval program to relay an emergency message, but the broadcast sounds like no distress call I have ever heard. Perhaps the message is right. Perhaps it is time to fly, to return to space to seek answers to this mystery. So that's where we're at with that. Emergency code. Okay, so it wants me to go back into space. Here's where we're at with the quests. There's awakenings, investigate the signal. Trail has gone cold. Inquire about the strange signal at the space station. This is where we're going to get our hyperdrive, so we might as well go. And this is what we have built right there. So this is a starship that we found. Well, this is the one we traded for. We found one. We found a hunk of junk, and then we traded for this ship, which is not too darn bad. It's not great, but it's a B class. So we will go visit the space station. But anyways, this is a much better start than the previous Permadeath playthrough. This is episode 5 and I already have a decent ship. Certainly better than the starter ship, and I was just making the final follow-up video for the previous Permadeath playthrough, and I noticed that even on episode 12, at the end there when I died, I still only had the starter spaceship, so how pathetic was that? I'm gonna need a little more tritium here in a bit. This game has gone so much better. We have found a minor settlement to build our base next to, which is fantastic. We have found the most amazing planet. It has decent weather and non-hostile sentinels. It's a flourishing style planet, so that all of this is fantastic. This is about as good of a start as I could hope for in any kind of survival or permadeath playthrough, so it's up to me now not to screw it up. And this really is one of the only drawbacks of where we landed and created our base, is that it's so far away from the space station, but by the time I get a teleporter, that is going to make zero difference. So let's get in here. We have an ugly shuttle, but hey, it works. So there's our shuttle. The Takeoff of Death. Tempted to rename that and just call it Old Beater. So we need to talk to someone who's going to give us a quest, and it's going to send us to a freighter crash site, and this is going to help us get our hyperdrive in Kovacs. Repeat the code. The code has a strange effect on the life form. Their lights freeze, their voice stutters. After a moment they appear to restart. They do not seem to remember what I said. This part of the quest always makes me wonder if they just have it coded so that you have to talk to at least 3 people before you finally get. A glazed look passes over the life form's visor. That's me when people are talking about things I don't care about. The code has some strange effect on them. I do not feel I will find my answer here. Repeat the code. Yeah, so not him either. Wait a minute. There's always this lone guy over here. Yeah, let's talk to him. He might know what to do. Repeat the code. Yes, we are watching you, traveler friend. Find what we have left you. Though the alien speaks, the words are not their own. The code, it echoed back to me through red glare, transformed into a set of coordinates. Alright. What's interesting is that on my previous playthrough, I actually screwed this up. I didn't realize that this was the quest for finding the hyperdrive, and I totally ignored it because I didn't want to go see or deal with any potential freighters that are crashed, because you can get caught in things. Alright, so what is this? That's an abandoned building. Alright. Where are the set of coordinates at? Wait a minute, hold on. Before we do that, where's our base scientist at? Is it also inside the space station? Yes. So I made an error. I should have also hired him while I was here. The vast majority of time I've played this game, the scientists are always in a Korvax system, and I rarely start in a Korvax system, so. So let's fix that. Where is he? He is where? Where's my scientist? Oh, come now. He's in this building somewhere. Bother. Let's see. What can we? So the icon is all messed up. Let's see if we can come up with that. Oh, it's probably over in that room over there. Let me guess. Okay. What's that little fighter? C-20. Come on now, show me where the scientist is. It's probably this dude back here. We have already picked up that navigation data. What about you? Oh. Dang. This is not the guy. Standing with the Korvax has decreased. What? This doesn't make any sense. It's showing it out in space. Ugh. I don't like it when the game does stuff like this. Alright. Apparently we'll need to do one quest at a time here. Because it's all glitchy about it. Potential scientist. Recruit. Arrive in 1 second. Yes. Okay. So the game is glitched out on that. That would be great if Hello Games could fix that kind of stuff from happening. That would be fantastic, in fact. I would really appreciate that. Like all video games, it seems to have its glitches, and some of them are just more annoying than others. Do I even have... I have photon cannons, okay. He's gonna pop out. So what I'm gonna do is take off. And I'm just gonna acquire more tritium. X would help. My cannons would actually work here. Come on now. There's only one of them. One pirate. Alright, he left. Let's go. Distress signal. Make it so, number 1. And as always, I'm going to be looking for any other crash sites along the way. Or any other minor settlements, because they are some of your best chances to get a great weapon. Go, the freighter. Which is not anything I want to deal with at this low level. Direct sunlight, typical, ample, regular. Okay. We can work with this. Log damage. Signal has led me to the wreck of a freighter. Colossal fragments of metal scattered across the landscape. Were these messages nothing but the misfiring circuits of a long-forgotten ruin? Nestled among the debris, I find the pilot's log blinking, waiting input. Instead of displaying the ship's log, the terminal spits out a strange sequence of numbers. They are followed by a short message. The anomaly comes for the stars. Take flight. A schematic for a hyperdrive is attached to the end of the message. I pulled the blueprint from the computer. But this hyperdrive blueprint is for a conventional starship, not a freighter of this size. Someone placed this here after the crash, hoping it would be found. Well, maybe they did. That seems a bit presumptuous, doesn't it? Acquire hyperdrive components, microprocessors. Okay. I'll go where the game wants me to go in the hopes that it doesn't screw anything additional up. Although the place where I built my base will have those microprocessors. Let's go here. Where is this? Space station, off planet. Alright. And away we go. I have to say, being able to fly down to a planet and exit it, even if it is the same experience on every planet, is still one of the coolest things that I have always wanted to do in a video game. And I'm thrilled that No Man's Sky lets us do it. That they wrote it to do this. And I say that as someone who, a long time ago, the first space games I ever played on a PC were LucasArts X-Wing and Origins Privateer and Wing Commander 3. And then later on, LucasArts TIE Fighter and LucasArts X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. All those games are pretty fantastic in their own right. Wing Commander certainly the weakest of the bunch with their insistence on full motion video. They did have Mark Hamill and John Rhys Davies though. But Privateer was a fantastic game of space trade and bounty hunting. And LucasArts had the best dogfighting in any game ever for space. But all of those games, Wing Commander and Privateer and X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, they're all just missions in space and you flying around in space. There never was, oh, I can go land on a planet. Privateer 2 would let you land on planets, but they were pre-scripted sequences with, again, full motion video. That was when full motion video was really big in the PC landscape. And in fact, someone who would later, Clive Owen, starred in Privateer 2 and would later go on to be quite the very good actor. If you want to see Clive Owen in his earliest, get Privateer 2. But you couldn't do anything like fly through the atmosphere and fly down and land anywhere on a planet that you wanted to. And that was, I think, something that a lot of us always hoped we would see in a video game someday. So even if people have gripes about No Man's Sky, and certainly they're entitled to them, it's finally able to do things that we have long desired to do, those of us who love playing space games. Alright. Microprocessors. Alright. Let's go make a hyperdrive. Where should I put it? Launch thrusters. Move that. Shielding. Where am I going to want to put you? Where do you belong? That's the engine thing. Yeah. What's this? What I have in technology? Nothing. I just have the first hyperdrive. So where do I want to put it? I need 6 slots. Oh, I don't have to worry about that here because this ship's going to get traded long before I have to worry about that. So let's just put it here. Alright. All systems functional. Seek answers among the stars. Okay. Now, while I'm doing that, can you guys tell me about the base scientist now? Yes, now we have the right person. Game glitched out. Now it's unglitched. Great. Let's go hire this guy while we're here. Echo analysis. Entity Ramen. I am going to hire a scientist named Ramen. Hell yes, this is still turning out to be the best playthrough ever. Ramen. Ramen is overjoyed to see me. Ramen offers to join my base if I provide them with science terminal. Yes. Oh, Ramen. That is awesome and funny all at the same time. That's so cool. What is that? Spore C-17. Alright. I will meet them at their new station, but for now I will... Oh, craft fuel antimatter is what it says. Warp fuel to power that. Follow the signals to locate a source for antimatter to create. Yeah, you can't create the antimatter yet, so we have to follow it. Signales. Signal trace. Scan to amplify. We can do that. Amplification target. Where is it? What are you showing me? Down to the right. Okay, back to this. Back to that planet. Almost broadcast. Alrighty. Off we go. Cheerio. Yummy. I am drinking a Bud Light Chelada, which is the only way I will ever drink Bud Light. By the way, I don't want to get into a big raging philosophical discussion on my channel here, but I prefer beer, and domestic light beer is not beer. But a Chelada is a very, very nice replication of a red beer. And on a day off from work, chilling at my house, playing a little No Man's Sky for my channel, a Chelada is perfect. And don't come at me with IPAs. You know, I grew up in the 80s, and bitter beer face was a negative thing that got made fun of on television ads. And now it's like all that the craft beer industry wants to do is make your lips and your mouth pucker up in disgust. I don't understand the appeal of the IPA. It's disgusting. I'd rather eat dirt. It would taste better. Alright. We're at an abandoned building. Don't upset the monsters. But grab all the loot. This is pugnium. Oh, I'd have to blow up some. I don't have any of that. Alright. Let's see about this haunted terminal. Ooh. What's your name? Susan. No, I mean your monster name. Susan. Ooh, Susan. Ooh, I scared myself. This terminal is clogged with an unnerving pulsating slime. Read the log and take the antimatter. You will find us when the time is right. Yes, okay. And now we have antimatter housing, which we know how to make. Which is super. So let's make that. And now we can make a warp cell. Yay. And now we can tell the hyperdrive. Alright, fantastic. Are we all happy? Good. These sweep forward wings on this sucker. Okay, make your way into space. What are you gonna do? Hey, I wonder if I shoot that, does that end up in my... Nope. Okay. Well, let's go. Let's make this thing happen. Warp to another system in space. Access the galaxy map. Okay, we'll do that. Let's see here. We have no filter, life form. I want to go to a red system that's Viking. Mostly because I'm looking for as many planets as I can get. I want to have a bunch of opportunities to explore. Oh, that's got a lot of them. It's 39 light years away. It's got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got no moons though. Anomalous signal blocking warp. Okay. And the reason I want to go to a Viking system, there's 4. The anomalous system is blocking a lot of them, so I don't have a lot of choice. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that one. Can I count? Is that 6? Yes. The reason I want to go to a Viking system is I'm always on the lookout for a fighter with pontoons, especially one that has a nice design to it, because that is kind of the holy grail for me early in the game, is to try to find a really good fighter with pontoons so you can get max slots. And I'm also always looking for a big hauler, but the problem is big haulers are expensive. The only way to find them is to find a crash. So that's a dead air planet. Let's see what this one is. Sorry for the burp there. Icy planet. Message source is a planetary outpost. There's another frozen planet. Okay. Let's go to the space station. Let's grab some more. For one thing, I'm going to park at the space station first because I want to see if it has a nice multi-tool, and I want to always be upgrading my exosuit. I gotta tell you, I played the game for a long time before I figured out that this exosuit guy is in every single space station, and even though it gets progressively more expensive, this is the simplest, easiest way to max out your suit. Once I learned of this guy's existence, I never went after another drop pod ever again. There was no reason. Ooh, this is one of those places that's going to have like a lot of navigation data lying around in all these cubicles. Alright, well, I say that and okay, here we go. Yep, navigation data. Nanite clusters. Boo. Who wants stinking nanite clusters? 11 nanite clusters. Give me the navigation data. That's what I can do something useful with. These dudes back here, they're chilling out, hiding all the navigation data. Nanite clusters, great. Extract the nanites. Alright. I'm trying not to flip my mouse around too fast for you guys and give you all that whiplash, but... Oh, what is this? Have lots of slots. 18, that's not that great. It's C-Class 18. Well, what am I using right now? Oh, a tiny one. Okay. In that case, oh, and it's what? It's so many more units than that. It's 1.2 million units, 1.7. Okay. Well, if I'm going to spend 2 million on a gun, I'd rather have a A-Class or an S-Class, and I'd rather have a lot more slots than that. So that's nice. It's a decent upgrade. It's not fantastic. Navigation data, thank you for that. Let's upgrade our suit. Thank you. Oh, and cargo. It's always cargo's so much more expensive. See, 50 grand. I'm not doing that early in the game, but I love it when you finally do get the cargo containers. They're fantastic. Okay, let's go see this. Let's go see the sights here, buddy. Anomalous signal detected. Is it a planetarium? What is this planet that we're going to go visit it on? It's a caustic planet. And what's this one way over here? We're going to analyze it before we go down. That is an abandoned planet, so it's a desert one. Do you have any nice planets? That's mechanical. What's over here? What's this guy back here, hidden behind the rings? Fiery planet. Okay. There are like no bountiful, lush gravitino ball planets in this solar system. That's kind of too bad. Oh well. We still might find a really awesome fighter in this planet, and if that happens, then that's a good thing. Let's see. Oh, so we already found a trade station. That's nice. Trade station, jeez. Toxic clouds with passive sentinels. I can't complain too much about that. I always like to look at these things because if they have a huge abundance of stuff that I want, I'm going to make a note of it. For instance, what I'm looking for is, let's see, they have magna gold. I don't care about that. Platinum, copper, nope. They don't have anything. Starship launch fuel I got a ton of, though. And it's really, oh, it's expensive, though. Oh, it's 219,000 to buy 5 of them? Are you insane? Liquidator. Kanghux. Likelihood of traveler anomaly now beyond 2 standard deviations. Suggests further aid. Blueprint offered. Unlike the other life forms I have met so far, this one speaks in a language I understand, and yet I cannot comprehend their meaning. They speak as if they do not know what they are saying, as if their mind is not their own. Alien offers me a blueprint. I will take it. Take the antimatter blueprint, and now we know how to make antimatter. Chromatic metal. Great. Alright, let's talk with each one of these, because sometimes these guys will trade a multi-tool with you. Ask for directions. Alien monolith. Not excited about that. Draw multi-tool. Okay. And this guy over here. Chant alarm. And nothing happens. Okay. Well, there we go. I need more chromatic metal. So gather chromatic metal. Well, this is not going to be the place to do it if I don't have. The dead planet will actually be the best place to get copper from. That way I don't have to worry about my protection all the time, and I can just worry about oxygen. How much oxygen do I have? Oh, I got a plenty. Okay. Alright, let's go find that dead planet. That wasn't it, was it? Yep, that's it. Great. Let's go. Let's go and see if we can find what we're looking for. Because the hyperdrive it no worky without a bunch of chromatic metal. And what do we need to make that actually? Antimatter we need. Oh, and condensed carbon. How much of that do we have? I got enough for 2 antimatters. So we want to make the antimatter housing while we can. That's going to require some ferrite dust. Oh look. Oh look at this. How lucky are we? There's going to be carbon. Oh, there's going to be all kinds of copper. There's going to be all kinds right here. Oh my god, there's 2 things right there. 2 chunks of it. Thank you. How happy is this? I'm ecstatic. Minimal sentinels. Love it. These planets are really cool looking. I can't... Oh yeah, this is beautiful. Look at this. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. But I'll take the picture anyways. What do you have there, buddy? Oh, magnetite. You're gonna need ferrite soon. Well. It's okay. I'm gonna spend a little time on this planet. So I think what we'll do is collect this copper. Get it started processing, and then start the next episode. So let's do this right here. Yeah, and I need condense. I need. Let's do it. Can we do? Yeah, let's do it with the carbon. All right. Excuse me. Alright, folks, as always, if you guys like the content, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a question or comment, drop it down below. If you like the channel a lot, tell your friends. Thanks, guys. I'll see you on the next episode.